Welcome back to the Nomad Summit Podcast.
Welcome back to the Nomad Summit Podcast.
Welcome back to the Nomad Summit Podcast. My name is Palabo. I'm here again with Christoph Hübner, and we are still in Chiang Mai as we're recording this. In fact, we're in your apartment here in Chiang Mai, Christoph. And
it's the place that used to be for the last 2 months the Nomad Summit warehouse.
Headquarter. yeah. Now that I'm back here, I see it's less cramped with all kinds of stuff and boxes and things.
All the unicorns are gone.
Yeah, all the unicorns are gone. And we're here with Kevin Hofmann from Germany, who is the scholarship winner. He was in the Buildathon, and he has a very interesting project that we're all going to get into. But before we go into all of that, Kevin, your nomad career kind of started with you getting punched in the face.
Yeah, exactly. First, thank you very much for having me here. It's a pleasure to be featured in the podcast. And my nomad journey started with the biggest setback of my life that I've had so far. It was the summer of 2020, and after a rave event on the Danube Island in Vienna.
Okay.
Some people stole some of my belongings, like, for example, my Bluetooth speaker, like one of the most important possessions I have. And on the way back when I left the party, I saw them with my belongings, and I just started talking to them that this Bluetooth speaker looks quite familiar to me. And
so friendly, not, hey, friendly, yes, you stole my stuff.
Friendly, yes, as usual. And,
a beautiful speaker you have here. Where did you get that from?
My phone is already connected to it. Like,
yeah, it's so interesting. It's like,
and then after 5 minutes of discussion, all of a sudden he punched me in the face, like severely. My jaw was like heavily broken, and I was like unconscious for a few seconds. I fell to the ground, hit with my head on the ground. Luckily, not intense. So it could have ended much more severe. And this was the lowest point of my life. Like, I still remember this point where I was sitting in the back of the ambulance car at 4:30 in the morning, still a little bit drugged from the party. And I knew that the weeks ahead would be the most painful time of my life. Like, I was bleeding in my mouth. I couldn't swallow. I couldn't open my mouth. I thought I was missing a tooth.
I've learned how bad that is. I've seen pictures of Jake Paul after his boxing game where he also broke his jaw, and that's not something I wish for anyone.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I couldn't eat anymore afterwards. I just had to put everything into the blender, and it was really,
eating
really
out of a straw for a while.
Yes, and in the time in the hospital, it really made me aware that life can change in an instant, and that it's not the same anymore as it was before. And the reason why I came to Vienna in the first place was because I started a job there, in a startup, a typical 9-to-5 job as a account manager, sales job. And from the first day, I thought, like, shit, this is not what I want to do. And
you don't look like an account manager.
No. And I was doing this for 2 months maybe, but all the time I had in mind that I don't want to do this. Actually, there was like resistance within me, like building up. And so this guy was, now looking back, was my liberation, because if this wouldn't have happened, I would have maybe not started to question my approach to life and change it. And so this made me like quit the job again after 2 months. And I moved into a Buddhist meditation center in Upper Austria. I was staying there for 2.5 months. And this is where one day I had the intuition to book a one-way ticket to Portugal. And this is how everything started.
So if the douchebag is listening to this episode on your Bluetooth speaker,
what would you say to him today?
I would thank him. Like, really, it took me some time to...
So you would encourage him to punch other people?
Yeah, I mean, the first days I was in hospital, I was really struggling. I was like thinking, oh shit, I could have hidden in the bushes and called the police. I could have. And
but would they come for a Bluetooth speaker, really?
They also stole possessions of other people. So they were counting money, like on the floor. So there was
so you actually didn't meet the people stealing, but the account managers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And so now looking backwards, I can say that that I'm thankful that this happened, because otherwise I maybe would still be sitting in the office and complaining about my job. And so this made me liberate myself and liberate my true purpose for what I'm here on this planet.
Hello, welcome.
And what is that? What brought you here to the Nomad Summit?
What brought me here to the Nomad Summit was actually that in my Instagram feed, the video about the scholarship popped up.
Where were you at that moment?
In Portugal, in Lagos.
In Portugal, yeah.
Yes, and I knew that I was in coming to Chiang Mai already, so I was here for the Nomad Summit. So there was like a perfect alignment, and I just thought, come on, I just do it.
For those listening here who don't know about the Nomad Summit Scholarship, let me quickly plug that in. We have decided, as we often get applications by people who can't afford a ticket in the first place, but are coming from abroad, to have a two-dimensional approach. So many of them ask us to be a volunteer at the event, but actually the volunteers, we acquire them exclusively from local universities. So it is really important to us to have people for whom being a volunteer at such an event has the potential of being a big impact on their life. Something that they would usually not be able to do. And we see the biggest impact, especially in students in the first couple of semesters here in the university. So that's why we channel it this direction. But we still want to help and empower, let's say, digital nomads at the beginning of their path, and especially those where we see highly value-driven approaches and people who can really contribute not only to community, but to the greater good. So we have created a scholarship program already a year ago. It was quite a success with our 2025 Revival Nomad Summit. And so we decided to do it again. And it works in a way that we have in November usually an application process up where we ask people to apply, including with a short video that they record. And then we have a jury meeting for which we are not the jury ourselves. We get some reputable individuals of the community. For the second time in a row, it was Lera, the founder of the Nomad magazine, was one of the judges in the jury. We had Andrew of Remote Tribe. And this time we had Alex of our dear sponsor GigSky. The three of them were then reviewing the applications. And one of the really, really good ones was yours, Kevin.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, like I said, I saw it in my Instagram feed and I looked at it, and I haven't heard of the Nomad Summit before. I haven't been to any Nomad conference whatsoever. I've been running a co-living and co-working space in Lagos after I moved there, which also like magically unfolded that I got to know the owner of the space. Yeah.
Quick shout out. What's the name of that space? Would you recommend it?
Of course. It's called Noma Village.
Oh, I heard of that.
Yeah.
Never been, but heard good things.
I built this up and I'm not involved anymore now, but it has one of the best times of my life.
And you saw all these nomads coming in and out and saying,
yes,
I want to do what
I want
they
this
do.
too. I want this too. I heard all the travel stories and where they were. And
I want to be the one telling the travel stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now you do.
สวัสดีค่ะ
Then you got accepted, and now you've been here. You must have had some expectations of what a Nomad Summit was and the whole community. Has it lived up, or has it been something else than you expected?
I didn't have a lot of expectations when I came here. So it was quite funny when I was just switching the planes while like traveling to Chiang Mai. In between like the layover, I got the confirmation email that I got the scholarship. And I was already anticipating it. Like I was really believing it, that I would get it. Because I knew that it would enable me for like so much.
But you had tough competition. It was not a given. I mean, your application was great, but we also had other really, really good applications.
I bet you did, yeah. But I was really believing in it, and I knew that I'm going to get it. And so...
Manifesting.
I manifested it, yes,
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, now looking back to the past 10 days, 11 days, it was an absolutely amazing ride this whole time. Like I've met so many incredible, super inspiring people from all over the world. And it has been such an kind of accelerator. It gave me so many new insights also about my personal journey and where I want to go to. And for example, one part of the scholarship was also speaking on stage about my project. And this was the first time that I stood on stage in front of 200, 250 people. Although I was a bit nervous, I really enjoyed it.
So you were on stage and because you won the scholarship.
Yeah, exactly. And the two other scholars also, like we were on stage together and we all had like 2 minutes to talk about our project. Mm-hmm. And it was really thrilling.
But your pulse was fast?
It was okay. During my meditations before this, I was visualizing myself already on stage and talking about it. And so this really helped me to stay calm.
You did a great job. And for everyone who is just listening to this podcast, there is a video version of that linked in the show notes below. We have recorded all the talks, and we have also recorded our 10 minutes together on stage, where we gave you, as all the three scholars, a little bit of stage time to expose your current project, the things that you can offer to people in the room, because we really want to make the scholarship program something that empowers people and accelerates them in their journey to the next level. So it's not only the ticket, it's a little bit of stage time, and it's free accommodation for the time in Chiang Mai. So I think it is really, really helpful for everyone. If you're listening now and you think maybe the Nomad Summit ticket itself is far out of your budget, but you really, really want that, we'll have a scholarship program again in November.
Just remember to manifest.
Yes.
Yeah, and probably as things are getting more and more popular, you need to manifest harder because your competition does the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to start? No hash?
At the end of the conference at Shangri-La, you went back on stage. That's when the Buildathon started. And I think, weren't you the first one to be on stage?
Yes.
Yeah.
I really like the stage. Huh?
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I got to do that again. And
Yes.
there you were.
To get it out.
And the Buildathon is the Nomad Summit's version of a hackathon. People can come and pitch their ideas.
And then make them happen. Yeah. So it is something that is very, very dear to our heart, because it's not only for the nomads and the international attendees of the Nomad Summit, but it's a collaboration project with the university and with some local startup ecosystem leaders here, with the big goal of having 50-50 participation. So our local partners bring in the Thai side, we bring in the international side, and in the end, we have the goal of having half Thais, half internationals, to empower also the Thais, especially students at the university who have never before worked with foreigners, to unlock this huge potential of opportunities when working together across borders. And our local partners, Dave and Pete of Shakespeare, were super proud this year. They had their internal challenge. They didn't share that with us before. They had their challenge to have more Thais pitching than internationals, and they achieved that.
Yeah.
Just barely, but they did.
So many young, wonderful people from the university came on stage, and it made me so happy.
Yeah, and what happened is, like, on the first day, which is the last day of the Nomad Summit, at the very end, people are invited to pitch for, I think, 90 seconds on the main stage their business idea. And then, as with every typical hackathon, try to find a team that wants to make that idea happen. And then in 2 stages on the next days, the teams work on these ideas, make them happen as far as possible, and then there's a final pitching competition. And you were with one of these teams, and you won the second prize, right?
The second one, yes.
So let's just say I'm going to start my stopwatch, and I'm going to give you 60 seconds. So you have to be a little bit faster to let us know what your idea is.
60 seconds?
Starting now.
Okay, so everyone who has been traveling in Thailand knows about this issue of like renting a scooter. You usually have to like search on Google Maps for like ages. You have to read through all the reviews to get some information about price and trust and deposit and all this stuff. And it's all very scattered. And there's no platform to solve this issue. And that's why I evolved this idea of having a central platform where local shop owners can be connected with the travelers, nomads, whatsoever. An authentic platform which serves as a trust layer and also to simplify the rental process. So it helps on the one side, you as a traveler, you can see verified shops, their deposit policy, their prices, their inventory, like the fleet that they have, their availability. And for the local shop, they can use a tool just on their smartphone, a web application. And this is how I want to help people and shop owners to find together and rent scooters.
Ding, 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 ding. Perfect, on time.
And as Christoph said, you came in second.
Yeah, and the first team that won was a pure Thai team, so I was happy for them. They deserve it. But yeah, it was super cool because then after I pitched the idea, like we formed as a team of 7 people, including 3 Thais. And it was a super beautiful experience. Like we're all coming together and like building this idea that I just had in my mind for more than a year.
How far did you get? Did you in the end actually have an MVP?
We have an MVP that's live that you can visit, actually.
Do you have scooter rental places contracted? They're on the platform already?
Not yet, but during the Buildathon, the Thai team, actually, they went to some scooter shops to show them the MVP.
How did that go?
They went to 2, I think, and one was pretty keen. And so we think that there's definitely some potential here.
So you have a URL?
We have a domain as well, but it's not connected yet, but it's Chiang-Ride.versal.app.
Okay.
And you can open it, and we have the platform for the renter side and for the shop side. Quite a lot of features already, and
nice. We'll put that in the show notes below. So if you're listening to this now, maybe a couple of months later, while you're planning your trip to Chiang Mai, click on that link and see if you can book your scooter.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and we really think with the help of Shakespeare that you've just mentioned, they also really see the potential in this. So yeah, next week we're going to sit together and we want to see how we can bring this
into a business
to life.
Nice. Love it.
So is this the kind of work that you do, building things like that, or is that just something else? How do you make your money?
I have a few freelance gigs where I do like web design, web development and some automations. But now I'm like shifting into this role of becoming an indie maker because I have so many ideas. And now with the help of AI, it allows me to really build ideas quickly and bring them to life. I would say about myself that I'm very purpose-driven and mission-driven. So the main project with which I also applied for the Nomad Summit Scholarship is WasteWatch.app. And this is a cleanup platform that I'm developing right now to bring people together all around the globe to engage in cleaning up our planet. And this has also started in Vienna in 2020, like short before this incident happened. I attended my first cleanup there with a local organization called Green Heroes. And we were cleaning along the Danube River. And this really opened my eyes to this massive problem of littering, waste pollution that we have in nature.
Even in Austria.
Yeah, even in Austria.
Where you would think, no, this is not a place where people are throwing trash like they do in other parts of the world.
But still there. And specifically the cigarette butts that really stuck with me. Like we collected, I think it was 2,000 or 3,000 cigarette butts. Wow. And it's like astonishing. And since then, it changed how I see the world and how I walk around in the world. So I noticed litter everywhere. So the cleanup it's not really just for removing waste, it also changes how you see the world. And since then, this has been evolving in my mind, and I was thinking of ways how I can bring people together, make this more accessible, because there are already a lot of cleanup organizations around the world, but they are pretty fragmented and scattered. There isn't really a platform to connect all of them. So some have their little WordPress website, but they don't really have the capacity to, keep this going and work on this. And some have their little Facebook page. And so it's really hard sometimes to find groups where you are. And I also want to help these organizations that they can showcase their work, showcase the impact, like especially the amounts of waste that they extract from nature. Mm-hmm. Because what I found out is that after the cleanup, everyone goes home and the experience, this awareness just stays personal. It stays with the people within the group. But I wanted a way to make this shareable so that other people can also see what happened there. Yeah, this is then how the idea for WasteWatch evolved in my mind to create this platform where organizations can showcase themselves, showcase their work, publish their events, their impact, what they do, the faces behind the team, and also for volunteers or individuals who want to attend cleanup events, to give them a platform to connect, to find them, and to spread the awareness, because we need more people to engage in this and more awareness globally. So I really want to bring some more momentum into this movement and connect the people and leave an impact with this.
How can someone who is listening to this and thinks like, yeah, that's my thing, I want to support that? What's your shout out to them now?
They can go to WasteWatch.app. I have some ways to connect with me, so I'm definitely super open for collaborations. Like if someone here of the listeners is maybe part of a cleanup organization, then definitely reach out. I really want to also shape this app together with the organizations to tailor it to their needs.
Okay, so your biggest bottleneck with that right now is building partnerships, reaching out to these organizations.
Yeah, in the end, bringing people to the platform. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I can have the best platform in the world. When no one is using it, it doesn't really leave an impact.
Okay, so if you're listening to this and think, wow, that's my role, I can help with that, reach out to Kevin. The contact information and links are in the show note below. And then we want to see that grow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when I heard about the project, it was at the Shangri-La, and I know that a guy named Shane, who's a part of the Nomad Summit team, people who were here, they probably saw him at the door into the big conference room, and so I introduced you to him because he does something similar here, and then I walked away. So what happened after I left?
Yeah, we've been in contact, and I was very surprised that very happy to hear that he actually also organizes cleanups here in Chiang Mai with local school kids. And so he has been like bringing pupils here around, here by the Ping River, for example. He has his spots where he goes every now and then with the kids. And I found this so lovely. And we were initially thinking of hosting a side event, but now it has been like so much during the week and so many social interactions that I just needed also some space.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely want to do something still. I'm still here for 1 more month.
And hopefully back next year. Then we'll definitely also have a cleanup side event in the official calendar.
Yes.
But it's interesting how when you're in a place where there are no trash, if there are trash everywhere, you would probably be more inclined to throw a piece of chewing gum or a cigarette butt, but if it's clean, like walking around Japan, you take your trash with you home. And in Tokyo, there are hardly any trash cans, but you just bring it home. And I saw the same thing when I was in Rwanda. It is so clean there, and the government, they have made I think it's the first Saturday of every month, everybody, including the president, goes out and cleans the streets. So it's so clean. You do not see any trash anywhere.
That's what in the Soviet Union was called subotnik.
Yeah. But it's really interesting. And whereas if there's trash everywhere, people just, whatever.
Yeah,
just
they don't care anymore.
Yeah.
So that's why I think we need more awareness, more people like seeing that they're actually individuals caring for our planet, in the way that they kind of spend their free time to do something without any exchange or something. They just like give for a higher purpose. And I found this like so beautiful when people have this drive that they want to change the planet and do something about it. So that's why part of my idea for the platform at a later stage is also to implement some kind of crowdfunding so that people can support these organizations through the platform. And also individuals who are like super engaged and just go out into nature to have ways to support them so that they can also expand their impact and do more and raise even more awareness. So this is my vision, my goal for this platform.
Thank you for this beautiful mission. It aligns very much with what we want to do here and why we bring people together.
Yeah. Before we wrap it up, you're still very young. How old are you?
34.
34. Oh, you look 25. So annoying. So you're still very young. What are your dreams for the future? Where is the 44-year-old Kevin, you think, without getting punched in the face?
Yeah, that's a beautiful question. I don't really plan so much ahead, but yeah, my bigger vision is to just be location and financially independent so that I can fully dedicate my time to leaving an impact, because part of my purpose is also bringing people together. What I did at the co-living space and with the cleanups, because I've also organized 5 beach cleanups myself in Lagos. And it was just beautiful to see people coming together, having a great time, creating memories together, and just leaving a positive impact. So yeah, I just see myself building nice projects that help people, help the environment, help the planet. I want to take care of animals and just live in harmony with life.
We'll bring you back on the podcast in 10 years to see if that holds up.
Beautiful final words that hopefully inspire many. So if you want to follow the lead of Kevin, reach out to him. And if you like this episode, don't forget to share it with your friends, subscribe in your favorite podcast platform, and hear you next week.
Produced by radioguru.co.uk.